so here we go. Welcome to part 2 of the campaign series. What a start we have for you here. I've just had an absolutely beautiful £26 scaly old mirror. It went 26.2. Absolutely blown away by this. The scales on it are absolutely phenomenal. The fish in here are just amazing. I've only been here a couple of hours while I've only had the rods out an hour or so. I already got done on one. Not quite sure really what happened, and then this one just absolutely melted away. And what an absolute beast this is. It's a proper old fish, this. Let's see if she's going to behave. Whoa, no is the answer to that. Wow, she is not happy. I just put her in the net. She's only been in there, what, 10 minutes while I just got sorted the camera gear out. She is not happy about it. Let's try again, shall we? I've just got an absolute soak in there. Wow. How about that? Look at the scales. What an absolutely stunning fish. I love these massive scaly mirrors. It's absolutely beautiful. That's why I've always wanted to fish here. I just for some reason never got around to it. Wow, right, let's spin around and see if we can show you the other side. Came once again on one of the pink Nutribaits Saffron Cream Monkey Climber collabs specials. It's a mouthful. Had all my fish on them so far. They seem to be absolutely loving them. That was just a single fish to a really shallow gravel bar, but I'll go into that in a bit more detail later on in the video. But in the sun, this thing is just absolutely amazing. Completely made up with that. What starts the session? There's loads of fish down here, so there's still chance of another. Right, better slip her back and I'll run through about how that capture came about. Alright, so it's been an hour or so since I slipped that fish back, and yeah, completely made up with it. It's an absolutely stunning fish. Those scales are just awesome. Just really love fish like that. It's just the kind of thing that really gets me going, to get out there and catch them. So yeah, just a bit about how that happened. So say I got here quite early this morning on first light and walked around for a while, and I settled on going in this corner. I'd seen a couple of fish cruising around in here, and just flicked those rods out. They're really close in, like 4 wraps out. There's a real steep gravel bar there. I'd seen fish cruising along the top of it, heading into this bay. So I flicked both rods out there, and within 5 minutes the right hand one just pulled up top. The Monkey Climber just slammed into the blank and just stayed there. The tip didn't move. I picked into it and absolutely nothing. It just came straight in, clean as anything. But there's a lot of towers in this lake, being a club water and a lot of sharp gravel bars, so a lot of people get cut off. So it could have been a tower coming through, or even a bream, or it could have been getting done. So I flicked that rod straight back out onto that spot. Bright pink single hook bait. I've got 2 rods out there. I thought I'd try 2 different things, one on either end of the bar. The left hand one is just on 2 black tigers, critically balanced with a bit of cork, and that was flicked out there with a couple of tigers and a bit of corn around it, like really subtle, just thinking that they might cruise along there, and it's not obtrusive. And then the right hand one was just a single bright pink pop up, and well, yeah, after that being out an hour or so, it just slammed up to the top again, same as the first one. I picked into it, and this time there was resistance, and yeah, there we go, that's the rest of it. Sorry about the noise. And got 3 ducks coming charging in under my rods. Just about to take my rods out. Lovely. And now we've got an aeroplane going over the top. Sorry about that. It's not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid. So yeah, I had that fish, £26 and 2 ounces, so made up for that. The rods are back out on the spots. Still keeping them with the tigers on one and the little pink Monkey Climber pop-ups on the other ones. And we'll see how it goes. It's been really sunny. It's forecast to be sunny all day. Still high pressure and easterly winds, but they don't seem to mind. They're down on this easterly wind in the high pressure, and they're now a foot or so under the surface. There's quite a lot of fish in this corner coming and going, and I've been trying to film some. Whether any of it comes out and I'll be able to show you them cruising around is another matter, so we'll see. But yeah, so those rods will be out for tonight. If I don't have anything else by the morning, we'll see about maybe moving, but the lake's so busy at the moment, I don't really see that there's going to be anywhere where I'll be able to get to fish better than where I am at the moment. So fingers crossed that we'll have one to show you soon. If not, we'll go into a bit of detail about the rigs that I've had that fish onto in a bit more depth. But yeah, so fingers crossed we'll have one to show you soon. Right, so I thought I'd just go into a bit of detail about the rig that I've been using a lot recently. It's a really simple setup. It's caught me quite a few fish over the last few months, and before that I've been using it on and off for around a year or so for nearly all my pop-up presentation. It's a really simple setup, as I say, and that's basically the stiff hinged rig. The only main differences are, instead of having a swivel, it's all bright knotted straight to the coated braid, and then it's doubled over section of 25 pound rigidity, and with the doubled over section it means that I can change the hook. So running through it, we've got a NutraBaits and Monkey Climber saffron cream pop-up here at the top in a 15mm. That's attached with a hook ring swivel from Thinking Anglers to 25 pound rigidity, a size 5 wide gape, size 5 stiff rigger, and then with this doubled over section it means that I can change the hook if I blunt it on, say, a gravel bar here, or there's a lot of bream, or if I reel in and the hook's just been blunted a little bit, I can just swap the hook over to a brand new hook. So it means I don't have to keep tying up whole rigs each time. I can just swap the hook to what I want. And whereas with the multi-rig I've still got this really stiff section, you can see how stiff it is. It just springs back to that curve with the doubled over section of rigidity. Underneath the putty, which is moulded around the knot, is a little stripped off section of coated braid, and that gives the rig its movement. There we go, I've dropped it there. And that gives it just as much movement as a swivel, I find. There's no resistance there at all, spins around really easily, and the hook holds on this has been amazing, really. The braided section is 35 pound tungskin, and then there's a little figure of 8 loop knot and a tungsten sleeve to go over the quick chain swivel. I also put a little bit of blob of putty down at this end just to help kick everything away from the lead setup. So that's the rig that I've been having the fish on here recently. It's been doing me well. I'm really impressed with the hook holds, how easy it is to tie up, and also the ability to change the hook. It just works in the situations that I need it to at the moment. So yeah, I recommend giving it a try. If you want a different pop-up presentation, or you need a pop-up rig where you can change the hook regularly, give it a try. We've still got a little while left here today. The fish really haven't turned up today in the numbers that they did yesterday, so it's been a bit slow, but we've still got a few more hours, so fingers crossed that we'll have a fish to show you soon. If not, we'll talk to you next time we're back down.